You mentioned also something about focus on just one objective at a time, because we have this false idea that it's good to be, how to say, with attention all over in the same time, then we are smart. But the science discovered, I read, that is not right.
No, I can tell in real experience where it was a life or death thing, because of my training, my focus was very specific. There's one thing, and if I did that one thing, then there was one thing after that to focus, and then one thing after that to focus on. And so it's like little mini goals, steps, completion of little tiny micro steps almost. Yeah.
And also in our day-to-day life, in our daily activities, is to focus on one activity.
Yeah, you can have the big picture in mind, and if I have the big, like I just thought of a bar fight. There were other times when my life, I put myself in that situation anyway. So now in this chaos of just a crowd of people wanting to attack just two of us, and there was only two of us, and the rest of the room was filled with the other side. And I realized that I had that one thought to get to the door. That was like my big ultimate goal. But along the way, I had to duck and block and weave and but somehow, because that was my goal, my body knew what to do, and I somehow managed. So I wasn't thinking, okay, put this for, I had that one goal, that door. I could see myself with my hand on the door, opening the door and leaving, and everything that needed to happen between where I was and that just happened quite magically, almost. It really magically. And even surprisingly, afterwards, when I look back on, wow, that was freaking amazing. So our subconscious works against us, but it also really comes to our rescue because it sees everything, it remembers everything, it puts things together for us in a flash if we need it. And so when we're open to that, and I think that's what, people have this, they talk about this experience where their whole life passed before them in a flash, like in a crisis. And it's mind-boggling how it works, because there's 1,000 distinct, clear pictures and memories and words, and yet it all happens in a flash. It's a very difficult thing to wrap your mind around. And my sense of that, because it's happened to me a couple of times, is that in those moments of genuine life or death, or it shakes you out of your normal state, your subconscious opens up and it says, here, this is everything I got. Use whatever you need. And that's really was my experience of it. It's like the doors just crack open, and nature and our life, this is an emergency, and so all other things, the rules are all changed now. Here's everything, here's your whole history. Access whatever you need to get through this moment. Our subconscious really opens up in that moment, and things come together in ways that you never could have managed it. If you tried to make the connections, and if you tried to, it couldn't happen. So the subconscious is extremely powerful, and if we're not using it to our benefit, it's tripping us up. So,
the other way.
Right. Yeah.